Look at this, guys. It's my favorite delivery man.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Thanks. Alright guys, check it out. Today we've got cool things for you. First I want to show you some build progress on my shop. We're going to start working on it and getting the interior more finished. You can see the outside is done, but the inside is not. And then we have some solar power going on here from this Bluetti. What are you doing?
I'm four-wheeling on the dirt.
Can't get any work done with this guy. We can't put power in the shop until we get it completely finished. They want interior walls on before they'll sign off and let us put new power in here. So it's been kind of a struggle with lighting and power out here. So we're gonna try this out. Let's play good cop, bad cop. So I don't know if I'm the good cop or the bad cop, but this is what I've had before. 2,000 watts of pure raw power. What do you got?
I got 2,000 watts of pure raw power. This is the Bluetti 200 ACP. It has a 2,000 watt hour lithium ion phosphate battery. According to Bluetti, it's good for 3,000 full cycles before it goes to 80% capacity. I guess what that means is you can literally discharge it all the way to zero, charge it back up 3,000 times before you lose the top 20% of the battery. We did the math, and if you do that every single day, use this thing 100%, that'll take you 8 years before you break off the top 20% of the battery capacity.
But I don't have a battery in this.
Well, so I've been reading about these things. I've seen some info on them. A lot of guys are swapping over to battery power, mostly for convenience. The fact that you can charge it off of solar while you're driving, or charge it off your car, or at your campsite, or anything else. And you don't have the noise or the gas or the emissions issues with this unit.
Look, it's my other favorite guy, the mailman. He's bringing me presents.
You're fancy today.
All right, thank you. But can you charge your phone on the top of it? That's what I want to know.
You can charge your phone on the top of it. It has 2 charge ports. Boom, it's charging.
Boom!
Yeah, and I bet if you sit on it, you could charge your butt.
one for each cheek?
One for each cheek. It also, just like any other generator, it has your 110 power plugs, a DC 12 volt that's like 13, I think it's like 13.5 volts, 10 amps. You have a big DC. You'd have to wire your own like breaker box or something if you wanted to run this. But they do make the adapter piece that you can buy separately. This also has all your USB ports if you want to charge your phones, and a few other little dickly-hoos. Touch screen. The neat thing that I've been reading about them is that you can charge it 5 different ways. So you can charge it solar with solar panels, which you can get like 700 watts of peak power. That'll take about 4 hours, a little under 4 hours to charge this thing from dead to completely full. You can charge it out of your car, 12 volt or 24 volt. If it was completely dead, I think it takes about 16 hours to charge it from your 12 volt, and half that obviously if you had 24 volt. It'd be the same if you were to charge it off a car battery. You can also obviously charge it off another generator, and then what would probably be your main source if you have it at home would be charging it off the wall, which you just have a regular wall plug for that. So these are how the solar panels come, which is kind of cool. Nice little like briefcase looking thing. The thing that I think is kind of cool about this is for us off-roaders, I know that if you guys watch the FC series, Hope liked to have her hair dryer out, and they use the generator for that. I'm curious to know, I've been curious myself to know how good these things are.
I think this one is slightly heavier. It's a little smaller. Output voltage, frequency, input source. What frequency would you like?
I have no idea.
It's one thing that people don't like, especially when you go camping or off-roading and you have that generator running and somebody's in a tent right next to you, which is usually me, and there's another guy with the generator. It's really annoying.
Boom. Charge phone. Booyah. right, well, it's dark out. We don't have lights in here. We're using the generator. We did get it charged to 100%, and we got to run wire.
Yep.
So
I need to take this wire from this box to the other box over there. So
this is a no joke LED light, by the way. That is a straight up camera light. So. Still running it, not lying to anybody. That's pretty impressive. Man, it is humid in here. That is impressive to be able to cut that. I just cut that with this on batteries. So still holding on. It's been doing all day. No problem so far. Like I said, you get that one little light flicker when I kick it on, and that's probably just a, whoa, hey, I gotta give you more power. And that's it. And that'd be no different than a gas-powered generator. I'm pretty impressed. It's 36 degrees. It's not too bad. It's about hoodie weather for me. Some of us are bundled up though.
this is winter blizzard weather conditions for me. It was 76 degrees 2 days ago.
It's super snowy here.
Yes. You're not gonna plug that in on me while I'm doing this, are you?
Yeah. I want to watch you get jacked.
We gotta test out Colt's work here. Make sure he's done fine work. Are you nervous at all?
No. You know why?
Why's that?
Because this ain't my house.
Is this on? Yeah.
Yep,
AC
plug
on?
it around in.
Oh,
Holy Toledo!
Look at that! That's awesome. It's nice and bright in here.
Dang. Pew, pew, pew. And nothing even like arced or anything.
You think it'll trip it if I turn this on with all the lights on?
Try it.
Can you see the lights?
You can see the lights.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Still running though. Dang. Good job, me. I think you're missing something.
What?
More cowbell.
Have you used this yet?
3 times already.
We've been storing our tools in there, and he asked me, he said, I'm not reaching in there until I know this is brand new. Alright, it's starting to get really cold. It's starting to sleet, and a blizzard's coming in. I wanted to put these things to the test. I found 2 identical heaters. We're going to run one off the Bluetti and one off of this gasoline generator. To make sure we know when they go off, I'm going to hook 2 lights as well. So these heaters are 1500 watts a piece. Generators are both 2000 watt generators. Oh, it's so close.
They wanted it.
There we go. Oh shoot. It overloaded it. I guess I need to take those out until it starts up. Okay, you gotta pick sides. Are you gonna be the Bluetti or the Predator 2000?
Well, traditionally it's pretty hard to beat gas powered, but I like the fact that I don't have to stand out here to run it. Dang, it can't even run it.
There we go. We just had to let it warm up for a second, I think.
AC on. That was a lot easier. Okay.
Is it running?
Yeah, it's running.
Stopwatch, start. Alright, it ran out. It was about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So the gas generator's still going strong. If you're wanting to do something intermittently, like we were the other day with the saw and the lights, it seemed to work great for about 2 days. But if you're running something that takes a lot of power, this is 1500 watts, and you're running it continuously, this only lasted about an hour and 20 minutes. Now we could have run the solar if the weather wasn't so crappy. Right now there's hardly any sun, and there's sleet and water coming down. So technically we could charge this back up, but I would say you'd want to use this on something low power, intermittent use. Even if it's a lot of power like the saw, if you're just using it intermittently, you'd be fine, but not something like a heater. It's just not going to last very long.
I think it's kind of no different though, like if you're running a battery-powered chainsaw versus a gas-powered chainsaw. I wouldn't see a battery-powered chainsaw lasting an hour and 20 minutes.
No, this thing did last a long time. An
yeah.
hour and 20 minutes running that heater is a long time.
For battery technology where it's at, I mean, I'm pretty impressed still, but...
Yeah. But we're going to keep running it. Start working on the shop tomorrow. I've got 2 scissor lifts coming, and we've got the metal for the ceiling, so we'll continue.
Awesome. It's dark because the generator died. 3 hours. It lasted 3 hours longer than the battery-powered one. That was full of gas, so yeah, you can get about 3 more hours if you're running at full tilt. It's a little tight.
This is eerily similar to another problem that we had.
Why is it so dark in here?
Moment of truth. We got it all wired up. All the lights are in. All I have to do is plug this into here and see what happens. Do you think we did it right?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Oh, look at that. That's bright.
Boom.
It's so quiet in here too. It's raining right now and you can't hear it.
We don't even have the spray and insulation in there yet. You must be peanut butter because I'm jelly. This whole build has been powered by that thing, that Bluetti. That's pretty impressive, really.
Okay, we've been using the snot out of this thing for days now. What are my final thoughts? I think the perfect use for the Bluetti is things like camping. When you need to run some appliances, maybe you need to run something for a short amount of time, maybe you're making coffee, maybe you got a little stove, maybe you got some lights, maybe you're at a trade show and you're indoors and you need to run a fan or a TV or some lights or whatever. Inside a shop like this or on a construction site where you need to run power tools, lights, anything for a short amount of time, this Bluetti is going to be perfect. Or anywhere indoors where noise is an issue. So maybe you're at a campsite and the quiet time is 10 p.m. and they tell you to turn your generators off. With this you don't have to because you can keep it running completely silent. If you need to run a microwave or a stove, maybe the power goes out in your house. You can just take this in the house because you can run it inside the house, right? So you can just take it from appliance to appliance, plug your microwave in, plug your a little stove in if you have one, your hair dryer, whatever you need. Maybe even a parade float. I've seen gas generators on the back of parade floats. They're pretty loud. This thing would be completely quiet. Charging your camera gear, your phones, and your drones on the go. So all that would be perfect uses for the Bluetti. What it's not going to do, though, is it's not going to run any high wattage devices that need to stay running continuously, as you saw in the video. So what are those devices? The things that I can think of is anything that produces heat, like an electric heater. It's not going to run an air conditioner or a water heater or a freezer for long periods of time. It'll do it for a short amount of time, but you're not going to run an electric blanket or an electric heater in your tent all night long. It's just not going to work. So what I want to know is, what would you use a Bluetti for? What can you think of that I didn't have on this list? And of course, if you'd like more information on the Bluetti, I've left a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.